Welcome to episode 94 of Press Any Key. We are back. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving break. I know we did. No.
Yeah.
You left the country again.
I'm back in the country again.
If you want to follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and what's the other one?
YouTube, baby.
YouTube, at pressanykey.tv. Follow us. There's lots of fun stuff.
And we're on Twitter at Elon Musk.
At Elon Musk.
We are tweeting some out-of-pocket shit.
Yeah.
Working on it.
So we got kind of a light show for you guys today. I hate to do this to you, but there is some rumor already about Marvel Phase 5 and 6.
I am sorry we have to go over this.
I'm sorry we have to go over this again. I played the Callisto Protocol this weekend. I streamed it on the channel. You can check it out. We'll have some clips coming out of that. Also, I didn't remove the old trailers thing. I'm sorry. I fucked it up. Hold on. Then we got 4 fucking trailers. Too many trailers, actually, because this is all the shit that... The trailer we forgot was Transformers.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Mike, did you see that
Did
one
you
yet?
see the Transformers
No.
trailer? It actually looks really good. All right, I guess I'll add that to the
We got
list.
Shia LaBeouf coming back.
No. Apparently he's actually dead, like canonically.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like
Did they just like Charlie Sheen
so
2.5
there's
men
a
him?
scene. There's this pretty
He
much.
got hit by a transformer.
There's a scene in Transformers 4, the first Mark Wahlberg one. When they first find Optimus Prime, he transforms and he says, "Sam, run," which later on the producers filled in the canon and they said that the reason he says that is because before he was deactivated, because there's like a time jump and everything, before he was deactivated, they were in a firefight with the humans and Sam was helping the Autobots and they fucking killed
Someone
him.
just
They
murked him.
like
Oh!
yeah, pretty much. Like,
It's like headshot.
oops.
Uh-oh.
Like, I'm talking like, I want to see like hole and then like blood on Bumblebee's face. Like,
I want to see Corridor Crew make that scene.
yeah. And the other thing is like the Transformers movies are notorious for like just stealing shit from movies that are popular at the time.
Right.
This trailer doesn't look like it has that. So, but we have 5 trailers, I guess. We have Transformers, we have Cocaine Bear, we have The Last of Us, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the most important one, the one I actually want to have the conversation about, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Followed by that, we got Super Mario Bros. Had a trailer. We're not gonna talk about it because Nintendo likes to fucking claim anything that we do that shows the footage. However,
We got a fun game.
we do have a fun game planned as far as the voices of Super Mario across
Which,
the world.
you know, is not a topic anybody's talking about.
And then we watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and we're just gonna go over it in spoilers because it was 45 minutes, and you probably already watched it. So
Yeah.
all right. So at the top, let's start. Apparently, this comes from CBR.com, comic book resource by Andre Joseph. This was published a day ago. So you guys know that yesterday was, I forget, it was Comic-Con or it was some sort of comic event in another part of the world.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it was. They had some big names come out, but I do know specifically that stuff about like the Flash came out and what DC's doing going forward, like Blue Beetle and stuff like that. Yes,
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's all the like.
So
the James
this
Gunn.
apparently this could have come up by whoever, but like I said, this is I have not seen any major trades report on this, so we don't know. But however, this comes from CBR. They don't run too many things that are too fucking out there,
right?
But it's in the realm of possibility. So according to them, Marvel could be looking to focus on quality over quantity for the Marvel Cinematic Universe in phases 5 and 6. According to the Marvel Studios source cited by Cosmic Circus, the studio is re-examining its upcoming slate after internal negative feedback over the handling of Phase 4's distribution and quality. So Bob Iger definitely got on the phone with somebody and was like, "What the fuck happened?"
He's like, "I got a Disney Plus subscription and I'm watching these back-end shows now."
The issues addressed behind the scenes include creative difficulties with scripts, post-production problems, and lackluster visual effects. To prevent Phase 5 and 6 from continuing down a similar path, Disney could ensure the creative oversight on MCU projects still in pre-production stage, which in effect could see future projects delayed or outright canceled. So This is definitely a possibility because Phase 4 overall, I think even if you take the pandemic out of the picture, was fucked.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, there's a lot to talk about, and I feel like there wasn't that much issues with the first 3 phases. Like, I feel like the first 3 phases, like, people's complaints were like, well, they never die, so there's never anything to care about. It's like, yeah, but you know that going into it because, like, this is a franchise. Like,
right.
We're here to play into, you know what I mean?
You're not killing the main character.
Yeah,
here,
I felt like people who complained about that missed the point of the genre or, like, the tropes of, like, what's going on. Whereas now I feel like the quality overall deserves criticism.
Yeah, it's very much like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
Like, is the entire Phase 4.
So then Marvel Studios has come under fire for quality issues since the beginning of Phase 4. VFX companies have slammed Marvel for overworking its artists and giving them too tight deadlines to complete the work. The studio has considered forming its own Marvel in-house VFX department in response to the backlash, which, like, I feel like they should have led with that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what Nintendo did. Like,
yeah, well, there might be a reason why.
Yeah.
So the other thing here that is to be considered with, you know, there was a whole Bob Chapek, Bob Iger thing, which we didn't have a show that week, so we didn't talk about it. And I'm sure everyone's heard by now, but Bob Chapek was literally thrown out by CEO pretty much overnight. Like, he was not made aware of that was coming until like an hour before.
Yeah.
And man, that dude probably got like $30 million. They definitely did not want to and it's expensive, yo, to fucking change a CEO.
Well, there's like, they have clauses a lot of the time, like,
oh yeah,
upon
they re-signed him in June 2022. So it's not like they planned on getting rid of him. That's a fresh bag, my man. Just got like, if I was him, I'd never work another fucking day in my life.
No, you're greedy. You gotta work.
Yeah. Well, why stop there? You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I got so much left to give. He means take.
It's the gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Like, I won so much already. I can just win more.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't make it to that position without having that recessive gene in you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like undeveloped frontal cortex.
The other thing was strained relationship with China. Also,
China.
China. Before the pandemic, Disney was putting out upwards to 12 to 13 movies a year. In 2022 alone, only 6 made it to theaters. Most of them, I mean,
in China specifically.
Yeah, no, in
general.
It just made it to wide release. Yeah. There's also issues where Bob Chapek's strategy of Disney Plus has deflated the value of properties such as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because now people think they have to watch some shitty TV show to understand what's going on, because the financials were put above the creatives and the financial people were making the decisions, which obviously wasn't a good decision because all they've done is ruin everything.
Yeah. We've been saying this for
yeah
a while.
So we have that issue, but also, more specifically, the issue of Pixar. Why do you guys think Why do you think Buzz Lightyear flopped? Obviously, it was the fucked up marketing, but Buzz Lightyear should have just pulled motherfuckers into theaters. And I'll tell you why. Regardless of the fact that if it did or didn't have a Disney Plus day and day release or whatever, I don't think it did.
It didn't.
They put so many fucking Pixar movies out on Disney Plus day and date release, like not even to theaters, just straight to Disney Plus, that audiences are probably like, oh, this is just going to come to Disney Plus. I can put the kids in front of it. I don't got to take them to the theater. I don't got to
yeah.
You know what I mean? You've now put it in people's minds that Pixar movies come out on Disney Plus.
I think part of it too. Well, yeah, absolutely.
And
like you expect it. You need it to happen.
And Pixar movies, like the best ones, compete with Avengers movies.
That's what I was going to say. I remember like when we were younger, there would be like a Pixar movie maybe every 1.5 years. Is that probably like, or maybe like every year?
No, it was always at least 2 a year.
But like as in
One
like
or two a year.
one that was like, oh, this is the new Pixar movie, like the one that they're putting everything behind.
There was a time where every single Pixar movie that came out was like a fucking slam dunk.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. That era of just like, and you saw a preview like a year before and you were like, fuck, that looks good.
Yeah, exactly. And it took them fucking 18 years to make a goddamn sequel to The Incredibles.
Okay, so here's the Pixar movies by year. Toy Story 1, 95, A Bug's Life 98, Toy Story 2, 99, Monsters Inc. 2001, Finding Nemo 2003, The Incredibles 04, Cars 06, Ratatouille
Yeah, it's like
07.
every-
So it's like
every
every
one-
other year.
1.5 to 2 years.
Sometimes I heard
Yeah,
a
but
third
that list,
interval.
like, Monsters Inc.,
Yeah.
Incredibles, Finding Nemo, like
Yeah.
all within
Dude, we
5
didn't even
years.
get to Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, the best one.
And these are like as iconic as early Disney movies. Like you talk like
we
like
know
your
these
Cinderella.
names better than we know our own families.
But it's
Why'd
like,
you leave me, Woody? Come back.
but they just like I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's that we're older. But I mean, like I'll watch Wall-E right now and it's fantastic.
Don't even tempt me, bro. I'll watch Wall-E right now.
We're gonna cancel the podcast. We're gonna watch Wall-E. But like I don't know. Like Soul was really good. I don't know. And that
Fantastic.
was Pixar,
Loved it.
right?
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. Yeah, that was a release straight to
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember like
But I feel
I hear nobody talk about it.
But I don't like the new Pixar aesthetic. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just too out there for me. You know what I mean? I like this idea of
visually-
like fire and ice thing that they're going for, where they're in love but they can't touch. That's what it is.
that gets you going.
I like
Fire,
that. I
Disney
think that's,
Fire and Ice.
I don't know. I'm just not there anymore. You know, like if they're like Toy Story 5, I'm like, we're fucking there, bro.
That's the
Like,
thing. I'm wondering
if they're
how
like
much.
Monsters Inc. 3, let's go. Like it doesn't matter, but like anything else, like I'm just whatever. It's that was good. You know,
That's
like,
actually really interesting. Like, yeah, for Pixar, I don't like. I would care about like re-upping and like old things, sequels for that, as opposed to like, oh god, why are they making a sequel to this?
yeah, exactly. They should have a sequels department. They should have a new shit sequels. You know,
I'm
And that's
good.
what Disney did.
You guys
Owned it.
watch The Good Dinosaur?
I don't even know.
I didn't even see that one.
It's 2015.
Yeah. It wasn't until like 2016, 2017 I
Dude,
started seeing Pixar
what
movies
about
again.
fucking Coco? That one was
Oh,
awesome.
Coco was
Coco was
phenomenal.
great.
Is
I
Moana?
was very upset at the
Pixar?
end of Coco. No, that's Disney
that's
animation. All right, and the but basically, I don't think this is necessarily true. I would imagine maybe the axe one or two things, but think about like the kind of inner turmoil that Marvel's had in Phase 4. You know, we already saw the No Way Home director John Watts is dropping out of helming Fantastic Four reboot and was replaced by the showrunner from WandaVision, Matt Schaman, or Shockman, I think his name is. Then additionally, Mahershala Ali's MCU movie, Blade, got put on pause after the director left.
Yeah.
And I mean, think about the shit with Scarlett Johansson. The Eternals is just bad. Like and the shows. I mean, like someone needs to rein it in. You know what I mean?
It does seem like it's very unwieldy and unruly right now. And
Yeah, it's because
they need to- yeah,
Kevin
they-
doesn't have total control right now.
That-
Like,
remember also they were talking about how we want to give directors just like do your
they
thing.
what they said was they want to give the power. Bob Iger said he wanted to give the power back to the creatives, as in he wants to make sure Kevin Feige or Kathleen Kennedy or whoever the head of Disney Motion Picture is and whoever the head of Pixar is or who Fox, all the studios they own, that they are deciding where their content goes and when it releases, and not according to Bob Chapek's financial team, which is who was calling the shots before.
right.
We'll just call them Bob C and Bob I from now on.
The Bobs.
You know,
But
they both
like,
have the
remember-
same like first name and middle initial.
What is it?
I don't remember. It's like Robert J. I think it's both of them though. It's weird.
Dude,
Anyway.
it's like how Abraham Lincoln's secretary's name was Kennedy, and John F. Kennedy's secretary last name was Lincoln.
We are now a conspiracy theory podcast.
So I think the one last thing I want to curtail this with is just off the back of that Disney thing. So I heard a rumor that Kevin Feige, Kathleen Kennedy, whoever is in charge of Disney Motion Picture, Walt Disney Motion Picture, the animation department, Pixar, and head of 20th Century Fox, or I guess just 20th Century now, they all went to the board and were like, we cannot work for this man anymore.
No. Well, I mean, yeah. Why else would they?
That's what the rumor is, but I tend to believe, because it's a publicly traded company, we will know what the fuck went down. So obviously there's all these issues with financials and everything, and the board wasn't happy about that. Neither were the creatives. They hated him and all that. And like, not to mention like all the stuff, like he fired so many people that have been with Disney for years that made it what it is. Like, he also fired people who were politically, like, could be a threat to his power. Like, he brought in people from Wall Street, like,
Yeah.
like that he was buddy with. So needless to say, it wasn't just, oh, Winter Soldier sucked. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't just that, like, the content wasn't good.
Yeah.
And they were preparing to have him on for another 3 to 4 years because they re-signed him in June. So, dude, something had to happen. Something went the fuck down, or there was some epiphany, or like, I've read some things about Bob Iger was always like lurking in the shadows, like, so to speak, like, or like, pretty much breathing
Plotting
down
their
his neck.
demise.
Yeah, like making, you know what I mean? So,
Well, didn't Bob Iger retire? It wasn't like they get rid of him, right?
no, he was CEO and chairman of the board, but he retired from being CEO.
So he was still chairman,
So he was
yeah.
just chairman.
Oh, so he was like, I don't like the way things are going.
Pretty much. And then not only that, now he's left the chairman of the board position, and they are going to give him whatever he needs to right the ship. He's going to train somebody and be like, this is the Bob Iger handbook, and like, this is how we're going to run Disney from now on, and then he's going to leave.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 years to do this.
He's gonna leave like the board as well.
I believe retirement is on the horizon.
Good for him,
So,
He deserves
dude.
it.
What if it's Kevin Feige?
I mean, we've talked about this, and I don't think so, because like, Disney's not just media. It's cruise ships, it's hotels, it's airfare, it's,
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's not just
rental
gonna be
car,
him.
it's retail,
Mhm.
distribution, like shipping. There's fucking Disney,
Product, like
you know what I
anything,
mean? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like, he needs to know all of those industries. So this is not someone
Don't they
that
also like technically run like their own like principality in Florida too? It's like
Yeah.
they actually have their own like government.
So there you go. Yeah. Municipality.
Well, because Ron DeSantis apparently
Wanted
they
to take that,
they
yeah.
they're
flip-flopped
flipping on it because now they need campaign contributions. Yeah,
They're like, uh-oh.
fucking bitches. Anyway,
Okay, Bob Iger is currently 71 years old, so this man needs to retire.
yeah, he's taking our jobs. Anyway, so that is that, and I hope they write. I hope Marvel plugs up all the leaks. I hope they get rid of unnecessary fat. I'm fine with the list of movies that are coming. Maybe get rid of one or two of them, spread them out a little bit more, and get rid of the TV shows.
You think entirely get rid of TV shows?
I think if you're going to do a Marvel TV show, you can have it exist in the MCU, but it needs to run for like 7 seasons and have like 10 episodes a season, and like have it be separate characters
What
that
about
have nothing to do with the MCU, but have it take place in the MCU.
what about taking them, instead of doing like we've said for most of these shows, making it like a 2-hour movie and then releasing it on Disney Plus?
They want to move away from that.
They do.
Yeah, because Moon Knight could have been a movie.
That's
And-
what I'm
and
saying.
if
That's
they put
what
it on
like
Disney
everything we
Plus,
said was
they
like
would
could have been a
made-
movie.
Well, the whole thing is subscriber retention, right? Like
Yeah.
that month to month. So you want something that's episodic that plays out over a
keep
couple
people,
weeks to keep
yeah.
people's subscriptions numbers.
You know, it'd be cool. Like you know how we're all kind of tired of getting the hero origin stories in the movies, and you have to dedicate like 3/4 of the first movie to origin. Have an origin series, and then lead up to the debut movie where the character's already established.
Well, X-Men was trying to do that a while ago. X-Men
Did you not
Origins.
watch Miss Marvel?
I mean, that's a good way. That's true.
They already did that.
They kind of did do
They
that.
already did
But
that.
I mean, they did it in like, and it was interconnected to WandaVision. It was interconnected
Yeah.
to Captain Marvel.
Liver
Just be-
King. It's interconnected.
It was interconnected to Liver.
$12,000.
Have it be one thing.
$12,000. The PKDs. Yeah, I don't know. They'll figure it out. But anyway, you know what? You know
It's-
who didn't figure anything out, you guys? The fucking developers behind the Callisto Protocol. Because I played that game for 12 hours this weekend, and it fucking rocked my world. So here's the thing.
In a bad way.
Dude, I'm fighting with this because like I played the first 4 hours and I was like, this is abysmal. Like, how did they fuck this up so much?
Mm-hmm.
But when I left and I went and did whatever I had to do, I was like, the whole time I was doing, I was like, I need to go back and play that game. Even right now, I'm like, I wish there was more to play. I don't know why. So
Sounds like an addiction.
that's what I'm saying. This is a fascinating misfire on all fronts, but I kind of like it.
I'm so interested. Why? Like,
So,
what made it?
Here's the good. The graphics are absolutely impeccable. The fidelity, the facial animations, that is next gen. That moves the needle for sure. It is insane the amount of detail. I'm playing this on a 4K monitor with a 3080 and a 13700K. If just for clarity's sake. If
For all you gearheads
out there. And it looks incredible.
Yeah.
That being said, the PC performance was awful because the rumor is they uploaded the wrong fucking build to Steam at launch. So then they uploaded the right build.
Are you kidding?
And then there was still a 65 gigabyte patch that came out to fix all the bugs. And even then, it still doesn't run 4K 60 on my PC.
I just Googled Callisto Protocol, and I'm just like looking at images, and I clicked on one that's an article, and the name of the title of the article is Callisto Protocol launches the most negative Steam reviews because it's a stuttering nightmare.
Yeah.
What? How big was the game? Do you remember? Like
It was
100.
like 40 gigs?
The game itself was 40 gigs, and it was a 65 gig patch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like I said, I think they uploaded the wrong version.
They literally did.
So,
That's
Josh
the-
Duhamel and Karen Fukuhara, who plays, God, what's her name on The Boys? The silent Asian woman.
Yeah, I don't remember. Mon coeur. It's
Yes.
just what the
Yeah.
dude calls her all the time.
Yeah. Her. They're the leads in this, and they're fucking great. They're awesome. As a matter of fact, I kind of got into their characters. But I know that there's absolutely no character. I know nothing about these people outside of the immediate situation.
Well, that's kind of all you need for it, right?
I guess. But I also just came off of God of War.
Well, you're talking about the paramount of
I get
narrative.
that. I get that. And a lot of people were like, you shouldn't compare it to the best game ever. I was like, why don't we compare things to the gold standard? We get better shit then.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sam Witwer is also in this game. He played Deacon St. John in Days Gone, and he's also played Starkiller in Force Unleashed. He is incredible in this game. He is in 2 scenes.
That's it?
Yep.
Ugh.
And the last scene that he's in, they augment his voice. So it doesn't even matter. The combat system. This is the shit that gets me. So, like I said, the graphics, all that shit's good. I like the atmosphere. I like the environment. I like the level design artistically. I don't like the level design functionally because it literally is a straight
It's
path.
a line, yeah.
It's not like, you go upstairs and you make left turns and you unlock this door, but it's not like you're exploring a prison in space. It's like you got to get from one end to the other and get out.
Are there any benefits for are there things to look around and
Kind of, but the most is you unlock a door, get into a vent, get the thing, and when you get the gubbin you were going to get, it unlocks a door in that room and puts you right back where you were, so you can just continue on with your journey.
here, and then you do a little maze kind of thing, and then we're like, oh, okay, and now we're there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the most it gets as far as creative level design is. There are no puzzles. There are no collectibles.
No puzzles.
No
I like the no collectibles.
I 100% God of War, so I can't.
No, I get that, but
I can't.
I will never
agree
get
with you on
I will never
collectibles.
get every Korok seed in Breath of the Wild.
Here, Pat, I'm sending you something on Discord.
Ooh. So that was that's the good. What was with the combat? Because from watching it, it looked like glorified QuickTime events.
Okay, so let me get a controller because it's the only way I'll be able to describe what's going on here.
Pat, which one of the 15 controllers in this room would you like to use?
So the controller for this was the controller I played on. I played on a fucking Xbox Series X controller. Okay.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. And so here, this is your regular movement, right? Obviously, regular third person. When it comes to combat, you get locked, engaged with that person, lock in step. They swing at you, and you have to hit left, and then your character just dodges.
It's like
and then
Punch
when
Out.
they swing the other way, you have to hit right, and then you swing that way. And then if they swing again, you have to hit the other way. And then as soon as they stop swinging, you hit this button 4 times to get 4 whacks on them.
And
Or
then
if
you
you
get
have the fucking heavy attack, you hit them once with this and it sends them flying back.
Then you get your gun.
Then you get the precision shot. Then you hit left trigger, then right trigger to shoot them. And you do that the entire game.
How early on did that get tedious and boring?
As soon as there was more than one enemy.
Okay, so with that, like, remember in Assassin's Creed where you can like jump to like other people
okay,
like
but
that?
that was the thing, is that in Assassin's Creed, they built a pair-based combat system where everybody waits until you're finished with the one dude and then you fight the next guy. If somebody else attacks you, you can either counter them or parry them and throw them away and continue with the guy that you were fighting.
Yeah.
An actual combat system.
Right.
Whereas this has decided to lock you in a one-on-one engagement while there are multiple enemies around.
Yeah, I saw when
So,
you were
like,
playing, you got like fucking decked in the back of the head amount. Like, because
A bunch.
you can't turn.
Because you can't turn. You can't literally dodge out of the way of someone. It's like a half-baked like combat system. And then not only that, like, you do the dodge dance and then you do the melee. When it comes to the precision shot, no more iframes. So you can just get cracked by somebody who's right next to you. There's no quick turn, and for whatever reason, what the running seems to just work when it feels like it. As far as like the material, like if you're walking through water or something, you can't run. If you're walking on like shit left over from these creatures, you can't run. But on regular floors, you can run. But you can't see your own fucking feet, so you don't know what the fuck is there. Also, I realized you can't tell the difference because your footsteps sound everything on any surface the entire fucking game. So you can't tell what you're walking on is like,
yeah.
And these are things you don't think about in game design until you don't get them. You know what I mean?
Because you're sitting there like, why the fuck can't I run? I'm getting killed right now.
Exactly. And like there was some things where like for instance, in the final boss battle, there's these ledges that you can use as cover and you can slide over the top of them, right? I had to face the like hips need to be locked forward into that fucking barrier to jump over because you can't just corner it. You can't just slide it. Like you have to and then hit the button and he does it. It's like, what is this? Like, what are these controls? What is this combat system? Like I said, it is the most baffling designed game I've ever played in my life.
Okay, so
it's the same way I feel about. It's the same way I feel about nu metal.
yeah,
I love it. It fucking sucks. like
I hate
it's the
you.
same way I feel about Callisto Protocol. Is that I love it. It fucking sucks because I love the aesthetic. I love the guys behind it. They made the first 3 Dead Space games and they got fucked over by EA. And this was their chance to, to their credit, they tried to do something different and didn't stick the landing. I would rather a major swing and a miss than
just Dead Space 4.
like, yeah, exactly. Because we're getting a Dead Space remake in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know? So I knew there was going to be problems for this though when there was no reviews out
that night or whatever before
the day of, and the fact that nobody was streaming it. There was no big previews. And most importantly, which was kind of the most fucked up part, they put this in the last month of the calendar year for them. This was their, had to come out in the fiscal year 2022. Mm-hmm. So it's not like they could push this back anymore. I just don't know what happened, And it's one of those things where it's like, well, did the real people who made Dead Space just go somewhere else and these guys were just the brains behind it, or like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, but no, like the majority of the people that made Dead Space, even down to like QA testers, were a part of this team that made this game.
So how, was the intention with the combat to be fully combative? Was there like sneaking? Was there like trap kind of things you could do?
I've heard people say this game is survival horror, but I've also heard that this game was marketed as action horror.
Because that's, if it's survival.
But that's also what I said, that it doesn't commit either way, where I feel like Resident Evil, there's a balance of both, where like sometimes there's big swings where like in Resident Evil 8, there was the baby section.
Yeah.
And then there was the Chris section where it's basically Call of Duty for the last 10 minutes of the game before you switch back over. Like, that's a balance of action and horror, but that entire time you're riding a line of I have just enough ammo to kill all the guys in front of me. You know what I mean? Whereas this, I never was out of ammo. Never out of ammo. I was always out of inventory space because I had so much shit in there. And I felt neutered by the melee system, which is what they put forward for you to use first. So at a certain point, once I got like upgraded guns and everything, I just turned it into a third-person shooter, and then I realized this sucks as a third-person shooter too. So it's like it's not even like good gunplay. Also, the checkpoint system is fucking broken, like to the point where I died once and it reloaded, and I was like, "Is my game file corrupt?" Because I went back a whole 11 minutes.
Oh my God.
Of gameplay. Then the second thing that happened was I died and I went out into battle and I was like, why am I not doing the move I just bought? Because they didn't put a checkpoint after the fucking upgrade store.
God,
so you checkpoint, upgrade your weapons, go into battle, fucking die, and then run back out there again and you're even weaker.
So you have to watch like the cutscene of upgrading the weapon.
That's the other thing too. Yes, and you have to watch the upscene, the
Upscene.
The cut. I am is
Cutscene.
obscene. You have to watch the cutscene, every death animation over and over again. There's no the last boss. I watched fucking Josh Duhamel get fucking rammed through with a bone knife, and then his legs twisted all the way around and pulled apart and thrown by a giant monster.
Like, that's
like at least 25 times I saw that.
That's the whole thing with like the brutality of it is all of it's like look at the brutal death animations. Like that's a big selling point of that and like all the Dead Space kind of things. But yeah, I think halfway through the game you should have an option to be like quick death.
Yeah, but it's also like what's the point of the stomp mechanic anymore? Like we did that 10 years ago.
There's no reason for that.
If the enemies die, give me the govens. You know what I mean? Like, I put the work in. I shouldn't have to walk over and stomp a motherfucker. The telekinesis has absolutely no utilization other than combat.
Yeah.
But combat is so broken that it does... Like, I forgot I even had it. Because all you can do is pick up enemies and throw them. Or you can pick up a pipe on the ground and pin someone to a wall. Or you can pick up like a fucking like a red exploding barrel and throw it.
Mm-hmm.
But I never used it because it was just fucking like when you in Dead Space you have guns, you have the one melee to get everyone off you, and then you have the telekinesis. So you're forced to use telekinesis and the guns creatively, and you have to dismember the enemies. You have to literally cut their limbs off. That's why they give you like the line gun or the plasma cutter. You know, things with horizontal or vertical lines, or the buzzsaw gun.
Yeah.
So there's interesting gameplay always going on. This is like, shoot them wherever. Yeah. Can you get a shot off? Then take it.
Right. Like do as much damage as you can.
Also, they designed this whole combat system, and it worked fair enough. But by the halfway point, when they introduced the stealth sections, which by the way, the stealth sucks too, it falls apart. There's one section where it was actually kind of cool, and there was some tension where I'm walking through like this dumpster area and I have to crouch, and there's all these like, they basically stole the clickers from Last of Us, and there are a bunch of guys who are blind, but they're really dangerous. They'll fuck you up in one go.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can either stealth all these guys with the worst stealth ever and like stab them all in the back, and which by the way,
that kills them?
Yeah. One stab in the back kills them.
Instead of blowing off their head with a gun?
The stab button is A. Y. It's always Y. Like, stealth kills are always Y or triangle.
Why
what the fuck is going on? So, I'm going through the whole fucking...
Are you hitting Y?
No, I was like trying to hit like... and that's the other thing, too. It's the loudest stab animation I've seen in my life, and yet now these guys are like nobody. So, I instead just decided to stealth my way through, and I would like hide in this thing and walk my way through, and all of a sudden... And then, out of nowhere, one just comes over the hill, and there's nowhere for me to go, so you're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Like you're going. So if there is no way for you to decide how to play this section because you're going to get caught, which means if you left 6 enemies behind you, you better get ready to fucking run if you can run. And number 2, that means that when you die, because you will die,
you have to do the whole
you
thing.
have to kill those enemies. So luckily for me, the guy came over the hill, and I just was like, fuck it, and I ran past him and ran straight for the door. And it did one of those things where I got to... There's so many fucking squeeze through this thing for a loading screen. So it's like an obscene amount. I got to that point. I was like, oh, cool. Another fucking loading screen, right? And of course, these guys are like clipping through the rocks trying to get me. One actually grabbed my foot and tried to pull me out. And then he crawled like...
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So like there's... But that's the thing is like little things like that.
Yeah.
All the jump scares are awful. All of it's bad. And then, God, the combat system, man. The combats are really fucked me up. Because even if it was like a mid-story, if the combat was good, the gameplay was fun, Evil West.
Yeah.
Mid, but the combat is fun. So I'm having a good time. This is just... Wow.
decide, pick your lane.
Yeah. And you didn't even know what happens at the end of the story because there's a season pass planned for a single player game. So it's like they told half of a story. They give you the plot revelation and then...
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that ending is abrupt. I mean, like, I didn't even know I was entering the final boss fight until I got to the door. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
like you have finished the early access. Come back
and
for
then
like...
they give you... And then there's no New Game Plus yet, so you can't even use all your upgrades and go back. New Game Plus is coming in a patch. To be
So-
fair, so is God of Wars, so...
Yeah, but so you're just basically waiting until you can pay more money and get
Well, it's a
part
patch,
2.
So.
No, part 2 of the story.
But I think that came with whatever version I bought, so...
Oh, okay.
Because I thought this was going to be good, so...
You shelled out the money.
That being said, I don't hate it.
What would you give it a 1 to 10?
Like a 5
Okay.
out of 10.
Sure.
I would give Evil West like a 6.5 out of 10, and I would give this like a 5.
And would you recommend any other people play it?
I think if you like the Dead Space games, give it a go. Because there was a lot of... It was... I don't know how to describe it. Because like I kept playing. You know, I did 12 hours of a game that supposedly sucked. You know?
Right.
Like I know via like what I know about game design and everything and like what I felt in the moment, the frustrations. Like there's so much potential that like I don't want to be out here being like this game was trash because it sold really well and they're probably going to get a sequel. So instead of being like this is a piece of shit I don't want anymore, instead what I want to say is I didn't love this game. However, I think there's a lot of potential for a sequel to be a whole lot better.
Really cool.
So like maybe instead of trying these really weird and experimental routes, let's go with something more conventional that we know that works and we'll have a good time with. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's too much of an ask, you know?
No, I think it's fair.
So, I mean, other than that, I mean, like, you're not going to play this, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, Nick, you're not going to play this
No.
either. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, Nick barely made it through the Jesus Alpha.
I didn't make it through it.
I played the whole thing. It took me like 40 minutes to get through the whole thing.
I got 20 minutes in and I was like, I can't.
You were
do this
halfway
anymore.
done.
I got to
didn't
the
realize-
I
I
got
thought
to
there
the
was a
battle
lot
with
more.
Satan. I got to the battle with Satan, okay? And it was gripping. Okay, I'll give Callisto Protocol this.
Gripping.
I'll give Callisto Protocol this. The final boss battle, as horribly designed as it is still better than the free-to-play I Am Jesus prologue right now. So at least it has that going for it. It is well made, like
It's
at
a high
least
bar.
better than free-to-play games. So,
All right.
but yeah. So yeah, that's Callisto Protocol. Everybody, go buy it. Go waste your money.
Or
on
don't.
it. Let's see who gets it on. I want to hear what the Christmas crowd says. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's going to be an uncle or an
Those are
aunt
the
that
people
gets
who
this for...
approve
be
the
like, "Hey,
Christmas
kid."
canon.
Yeah, you know.
Here's a cigarette in the Callisto Protocol. Your mom didn't want you to have this.
What? The Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the cigarettes are, whatever. It's just- I had an extra pack in my cars.
I forgot.
You like Reds, right? Anyway, so... speaking of Reds, that's the color of blood, and that is what is a lot. I don't think there's a lot of blood in this trailer. It might be. So this is a trailer for Cocaine Bear.
Why is it the 300 font?
That's a great point.
Like, that's literally...
That literally is. Well,
I know, but yeah, you know.
yeah. It's
Like-
got the same. It gives me the same vibe.
Yeah.
You know. This is the 100 Acre Wood. Anyway, so this is directed by Elizabeth Banks. Her last directorial effort was Charlie's Angels, which I don't think you guys saw, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
The most recent
I
one?
didn't see it either. It only made $47 million at the box office. And that is, as Elizabeth Banks says herself, that is due to misogyny. So,
Of course.
of course.
I'm
It doesn't
curious-
have to do with the
Didn't even know
fact
it
that
came out.
it doesn't
Yeah.
have to do with the fact that nobody liked it. But
Or that I literally did not know it came out.
so this is Ray Liotta's first posthumous role, I think it is.
There's...
And hopefully there'll be more to come.
Because there's another one
There's
coming
another
out.
one coming out, and then
That's
it's
like more
hey,
of a serious
I
one.
quit smoking with fucking Chantix. You know, there's that one too. So this is based on a true story of a bear that ingested 40 containers of cocaine after a
how much
convicted drug
is in a container? How
I'm
much?
not. I believe
It might
I
be like
have the
40
actual.
kilos
I
or
have the.
something like
I have the
that.
actual toxology report here.
I paid for the bear's toxology report.
The bear had absorbed only 3 to 4 grams of cocaine into its bloodstream, although it had eaten more. So it had only absorbed 4 grams and then it died. And the people who eventually taxidermied it said that there is nothing left but bones and hide. Like, so this cocaine just melted
Just
the inside
ate through
of this.
the entire bear.
So the very same bear is on display at the Kentucky Fun Mall. And Mr. Thornton, the drug smuggler and former police officer, he was found dead the morning of September 11th, 1985 in the backyard of a houseboat in Knoxville, Tennessee, wearing a parachute and Gucci loafers. He also had several weapons in a bag containing 35 kilograms of cocaine. So he was literally parachuting from a plane with a heavy load and dropped some of it to, get rid of his...
He was swallowing too quick.
Yeah. And the bear ate it. And that's how he got...
How did he get killed by a bear?
No, he died on impact.
Oh, so he fell just way too hard.
Yeah. With 35 kilograms of cocaine
and Gucci shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Gucci levers.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. So,
Cocaine bear.
Nick, I just saw this thing you sent.
It's a little late.
Yeah, but that is pretty much. I mean, there was nothing more to go off that, but yeah, that is correct. So Cocaine Bear. Here's the trailer. We ready? Let's do it.
All right.
The fuck?
Okay.
Is that the guy from TikTok?
You never move your fucking mouse.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from TikTok?
Wait, which guy? Him?
Yeah. That's the actor from TikTok, right? The guy who's like...
That's Tig Notaro.
Stop it. I don't know him, Pat.
That's the guy who's like... When he makes those videos where somebody says something to him and then he says something back and the music, the dun 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 music stops. Where he does all the job ones specifically with.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's him. It's got to be him.
So who else is in this?
Ray Liotta and a bear.
A deer might have eaten it. There's Ray Liotta. Is he the cop?
Oh, I think that's Osei Jackson Jr. actually.
What? You don't know what that's gonna do to you.
Like,
yeah, what did you think was gonna happen?
There was a bear. It was far.
Is this a comedy?
yeah, it's like a comedy horror movie.
Everything
they
I've seen
could
about
not play this straight anymore. This is not 1973.
Of course I can.
well, I feel like all the marketing for it, because like it's like so bloody and visceral, and like all of those I was like, I thought this was a bona fide horror movie.
It is. It's just comedy horror. Dude, comedy and horror share a lot more DNA than people think.
No, but if you have a kid being like, it's fucked, I was like, it's
Yeah.
comedy. Jesus Christ. I wonder if he go.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh man, you fucked.
I wonder if he's gonna go
Like,
back.
look how
and,
ridiculous this is.
Oh, Margot Robbie's in this.
What? Who?
Or not Margot Robbie.
Oh, Margot Martindale.
Thank you. Yeah, character actors. Margot Martindale is in the back.
We have such good luck in nature.
That is definitely a parody of the people that went to go live with the bears. It has to be.
You know,
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
We don't know.
We don't
mister.
know. So yeah,
That looks fun.
I can't wait to see that. That's one of those movies you take it as it is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not in there to see the greatest story ever told. It's not an Avatar movie.
No.
So
Don't even.
So
It looks
did
fun.
you see what he said about how
I don't care what he says.
yeah you do. Yeah, you do. Did you see that he has plans for Avatar 6 and 7?
And 7.
Yeah, and not only that,
Oh no.
at the age of 68, he says he has 12 movies left, and
7 of them.
7 of them are Avatar movies.
I wish we had that drop.
he's doing a real who do you think you are? I am kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
Who do you think you are? I am. Yeah, no, that's him for sure.
Also, it's hysterical that it's we went from we might not release these if this one does bad, fuck it, 6 and 7, here we go,
Yeah.
coming out.
Well, Bob Iger's back, so he's like, back the money truck up. All right, let's do this. This is the trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Didn't we already do a Rise of the movie?
Rise of the Phoenix.
No, they did. Okay.
Rise of the...
They did Revenge of the Fallen,
Oh, Revenge
Dark of the
Fallen.
Moon, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. That's the Transformers subtitles. So a couple years ago, I mean, we all know the Michael Bay Transformers. They made shit tons of money, but they were all terrible. They did a movie called Bumblebee, which was actually made by Travis Knight, I think his name is. Starring Haley Steinfeld and John Cena. Actually, the first genuinely great Transformers movie. However, I am told that even though this takes all of the same designs and possibly has some of the same characters from that film, it is in the Michael Bay timeline. So I was about to hit A on this to start the video, but that would not work.
Okay.
Is that Jazz? Jazz is back?
Jazz?
Also, this is the only Transformers film film I've ever that they're doing I've ever seen that is a direct adaptation that is from a material that introduced me to Transformers, which was Beast Wars on Fox 5 Kids.
Oh,
You remember that?
I don't know. I didn't really watch like a lot of
Look
Transformers.
at this. Optimus Primal.
Is that really his name?
That's really his name, Optimus Primal.
Optimus Prime. Meet Optimus Prime.
Yo, and like, why did they change his fucking, like, why, where's all his blue? Like,
Oh.
He's going through a phase. He's, changing
yeah,
it
but
up.
I mean, like, you look at the design from the last movie and he looks absolutely incredible. Why this song?
These movies.
Also, we're doing this again.
yeah.
Like,
We're just doing Tokyo Drift, basically. No. These are. I don't know. I do not
yeah.
like these movies.
see, here's the thing, though, is that, like, you would be correct in saying you don't like these movies if you saw any of the Michael Bay ones. But if you saw Bumblebee,
That's true, I didn't
you'd
see
actually
Bumblebee.
be like, wow, these can be actually really good.
Yeah, but I had no desire to see Bumblebee from having seen the other. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like.
well, that's kind of the thing is that that was the issue is that Bumblebee they think is like the first like instance of true franchise fatigue because there was 5 Michael Bay Transformers that were all explosion every 10 minutes. And Bumblebee was actually kind of a step back from that, where it was more about the characters and the story, and also like Cheetor's in this. Like I said,
Cheetor.
Optimus Primal's in this. There's all people I actually know. You know what I mean? Like,
That you care about.
yeah, I mean, like obviously I knew who Optimus Prime and like Bumblebee
Yeah.
was because I like grew up in the '90s. But
Hi.
okay,
And it ends the same way it starts.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, weird.
It looks like a Transformers movie.
it does.
It sure does,
but it
Nick.
doesn't have that Michael Bay stink to it. You know what I
It
mean?
almost has like it's like an Infinity War kind of thing with that like big fight scene.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like that actually because of the team behind this is a true inspiration. Like they probably wanted to build up to that. Whereas Michael Bay literally has a scene in the last Transformer movie where he's recruiting, like Megatron is recruiting his like friends out of prison or whatever, right? And it's the same shit from Suicide Squad where it's like Ratchet, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's like, here's all his felonies and everything. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then that never happens again for the rest. Like I'm telling you, they just steal things from other movies and then put them in those movies.
Can you imagine like there's gonna be a Navi in here somewhere?
How do we get fucking avatars in this movie? All right, so either way though, I'm looking.
You're gonna see it?
You're gonna see it too.
We're gonna cover it.
Yeah, we're gonna cover it on this show. Last of Us. This is the Last of Us official trailer from HBO Max. We know we had the teaser. We had this, that. This is the first real in-depth look at what's going
And
on.
none of us have seen this one.
No, nobody
No.
here has seen this one. This is fresh. So unfortunately, we do have to either keep talking or pause so we don't get struck. So let's just go for it, huh?
And this is the 3rd trailer that's been released so far.
The first one, like there was like a teaser before. I don't know.
They did 2 teasers, right?
I think the one was like just like
Oh, an intro. Like
Yeah.
we're doing it.
yeah.
All right.
So this looks like the game.
Yeah. God, he is such a good cast for this.
Yeah.
Like, it's really going to be.
Cargo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sounds like Joel.
And when is this coming out again? Do you
January 15th. And it
Really
was-
that early?
And it was written by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, so who
God.
did Chernobyl.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, don't even try it.
She sounds like Ellie.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Interesting.
That's right out of the game.
That one right there. It's the.
And, oh, the truck. The truck
Yeah.
part.
With the people.
Yeah, just go west. Go east. Dude, I can't wait for this.
Clickers.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Scared him.
Who's playing Tommy?
I don't know.
You have a greater purpose than any of us.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Kevin Bacon.
So that's Ashley Johnson, who plays Ellie in the video games. She's playing Ellie's mom in this show.
Okay.
Nick Swartzen.
Bill.
It might not be her father. Or someone's.
I'm curious why they chose this song.
I was
for this
about to
trailer.
say.
Oh, okay. I'll back it up once we're done watching it through.
Damn.
That's cool.
Damn, I'm so excited.
Oh,
Bloater! Yeah, boy, let's go.
That would have been really cool to see as a trailer in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, that's a damn good made trailer.
It's coming up. I don't want to miss it. That's was that Rainn Wilson right there?
No,
Who is that?
it was Bill.
Oh, okay, right there. That's god damn it, I can't see the progression bar because the fucking light's in the way. But hold on.
You can use the arrows,
that's right.
the arrows, or,
Oh, I didn't
or
know
J
that.
and L. Arrows do frames. J and L do seconds.
Oh, I thought it was period and comma do seconds or
Oh,
frame
they-
by frame.
It might be, yeah.
You gotta pause it first, I think.
Yeah.
You trust me?
Think it's like. Who's that guy? Who's that handsome boy right there?
Andrew Boxman.
Yeah, that's Andrew. That is Troy Baker,
Oh yeah.
who
Okay.
plays Joel in the video game. So they got the original cast
He's
from
a
the
tall
game.
mother,fucker.
Yeah, he also plays, Booker DeWitt.
Mm-hmm.
He plays every major fucking. And the only gaming protagonist I feel like he's not is
Master Chief.
Master Chief and Nathan Drake. Like,
Yeah.
but Nathan Drake is also Nolan North, the other guy that's
Yeah.
every fucking protagonist in video games. So either way though, this excites me.
This is the only thing that I'm really looking forward
Yeah.
to out of this whole batch.
Uh-huh.
Really, not even Indiana Jones.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about Indiana Jones. That one I'm a little bit worried about. I feel really good about Last of Us. I think
Sorry, I gotta get a.
I gotta eat my chips.
I really think Last of Us is going to be phenomenal. Indiana Jones 5, I'm hopeful, but I'm also bracing for it to
Just
be
you
terrible.
fucking wait.
I think it's gonna be
until
mid.
You hear what I got.
It's gonna
Okay.
be mid.
Mid ain't no.
I mean, it's at a low bar. It's only
I
got to
think
clear the fucking
this is the-
Crystal Skull movie.
We'll get to it, but I think this is the Indiana. This is the movie. Kathleen Kennedy has made 4 Indiana Jones movies, the
Sure.
best and the worst. She hired the best director possible for that project. We'll get into it when we do
All right.
Indiana Jones, but I'm telling you, I think this is the one that she's gonna fucking grand slam on her way out.
I'd be rooting for her.
We only want a good movie. We don't want bad movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I want her to do good.
So speaking of doing good, superheroes, Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the next trailer that we have. God damn, we have so many today. This is the final Guardians outing, final James Gunn, final with this original cast. None of them are coming back after this.
None of them
Well, none of them are coming back for like
for a full installment.
I'll put it like this. I don't think the Guardians are going away. I do not think we will see this lineup and there will be a Guardians of the Galaxy films with this team anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
can't
truthfully-
like. Usually, you would think that like one or two of them would stick around at least to,
Well, that's what I'm
kind
saying.
of
I
carry
think-
the torch and hand it off to the
I
next
think
crew.
Chris Pratt, like Peter Quill, Gamora, Rocket, and Groot will be around. I think the rest of them, Nebula, Drax, Mantis, and there's another one in there. They just picked them up recently.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the other gun?
Yeah, Kraglin.
Kraglin,
I
yeah.
think they'll get rid of all those
Really,
guys.
I feel it's the complete opposite.
You think they'll
I
give?
think they're gonna retire the main cast and start to like the same thing that we're doing with the main Avengers lineup. Like as people come and go, they start to retire the older members and rotate in.
But Marvel is looking for a reason to get rid of Dave Bautista, and
Really?
the evidence
Are
is.
they?
Oh yeah, dude. Dave Bautista has been very vocal about how he was misled by Kevin Feige about the dramatic heft of Drax's character, and like, you think about it.
He's just a joke.
Thanos' family slaughtered Drax's. The whole reason he makes an alliance with the Guardians is because, what's it called? They want to kill Gamora wants to kill Thanos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's the whole reason. And that's like their whole journey, and they learn to love each other, their family, all this stuff. And then the second movie, he's just a walking joke box, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's all he became. It's just like, what happened to the dramatic heft? And when you play the Guardians of the Galaxy game, they actually take one or two levels to go through Drax's like history and like,
Oh, cool.
oh yeah, they humanize him, and he's a fucking amazing character. I love him so much more in that game than I do the MCU
Instead
because
of just like a dumb dude who's
Yeah.
making jokes.
yeah, there's actually a level where there's like hallucinations and shit, and Drax sees his family. So you got to play as Peter and like get through the level and fight all these demons and stuff to like bring Drax back to the Guardians.
Oh, that's cool.
And like the end of the level is like the way he like snap, because like you have to fight Thanos at one point. Thanos shows up like with fucking purple and gold, all like and he's in Drax's head. And the way you snap it out of him is like you basically have to
You just
tell him
tickle
like
him.
yeah, you tell him like we're your new family, we're the Guardians of the Galaxy, bitch, and then you go save the
Yeah.
universe. But like it's really good how they do it, and I feel like they missed an opportunity with these three movies because you're gonna see some things in this trailer where you're gonna be like, oh, I think I know who dies.
yeah.
So let's get started.
We were gone for quite a while.
New suits look good.
Suit
Also
looked
the new
good.
ship too. This was just in the fucking special too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The galaxy still needs its guardians.
They said the name. They said the name.
We come in peace.
There's your walking joke machine.
Seriously, dude? No,
That hurts him, but a gunshot don't.
Yeah. Do it. I can take it. You can't take it.
Is this
Rocket as a
Oh,
baby
little baby Rocket. So cute.
among us.
Among Us?
Among Us.
Our whole lives.
Is
Oh.
is the song
I'm done.
"Mama, I'm Coming Home"
Yeah,
by
I
Ozzy
think so.
Osbourne?
Yeah.
There you go, Nick.
Yeah.
He does love his like classic.
His butt rock,
This
I
ain't
do.
butt
This
rock,
ain't butt
my
rock. This is
dude.
classic rock.
dad rock.
It is
It's
dad
definitely
rock.
dad rock.
We'll all fly away together. One last time.
One last time.
Into the forever.
See,
That beautiful sky.
there's an otter. There's an otter in this movie. Will Poulter as Adam Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
So. Feels very emotional.
Oh yeah.
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Making it sad.
Comes
So-
out in May.
That scene
Oh.
right there of him screaming and crying, a lot of people were like, and then seeing this afterwards, a lot of people were like, oh, it's going to be Rocket who's biting it.
Yeah.
But we know that Marvel Studios is trying to get rid of
And she's crying too.
Drax, and that's the thing. That crying is after you see the special,
Yeah.
like they've bonded. Mm-hmm. I mean, they bonded in 2 as well, you know.
Yeah, but that's like a
But
broken
that's like a
down,
broken like she. I don't feel like she'd get that way for Rocket.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Rocket's kind of an asshole. So
Are you talking about her and Peter or her and Drax?
her and Drax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like her and Drax just went on an adventure together, and like in Volume 2, they were a plot.
Yeah.
You know. So
But I mean, like, I could see her taking on a more leadership role in the crew.
I don't think that there's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy movies anymore. That's what I'm saying. Is like regardless of the lineup or how they splinter them, like
Is
I
there-
think the characters will still be in the MCU and they'll still be used across the board. But I don't like they're not going to make Guardians of the Galaxy movies
4.
without James Gunn.
No.
It's just not going to
You know,
happen.
Well,
there
he
would be
said-
like a
he said
spin-off
that.
crew.
They said they wanted to do that years ago, but they wanted to do it with the Sylvester Stallone led
Oh yeah,
crew.
the Ravagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But they're not
Yeah.
they're not into it anymore.
All right. Yeah, we got until May.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to come out in May? Well, it pretty much has to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we can't get a pushback
This
on
is
this.
long
especially.
done.
Well, yeah.
It was long done. They shot this and the special at the same time.
Right.
So, and like, I doubt that he would have signed a deal.
That's what that's why I like went
without,
back on that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, Guardians of the Galaxy looks good. We introduced, like I said, introduced us to Will Poulter as Adam
AW.
Warlock. I thought he would be more instrumental in the Infinity War Endgame saga, but they wanted to focus on the original 6 Avengers. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Because he was heavily involved in the comic book. So, you know, and they set that up before. I was like, all right, well, let's see where it goes. But no. Apparently it's Guardians 3. Like I said, my money's on Drax dying. And it seems like it's going to be a rough one to get through. You know? It's going to be like we've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah, like, can
bye-bye.
we?
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
The last one was emotional too at the end with Yondu. It was like, holy shit,
Oh,
they
that
know
one,
how to
raw.
hit you in the fucking gut.
That one was rough too, but I also was really emotionally invested when Kurt Russell's character just off the hands like, that's why it killed me to put that tumor in
Yeah.
her head like that. And I was like,
And he
oh
was like-
shit. And then he's got the one tear and he just turns around and he just starts blowing him
Yeah.
away. I was like, yeah, anyone would.
Yeah.
Like anyone would have that reaction.
That human of a reaction.
yeah, exactly. Because that's the whole point. Even though he's part celestial,
He's still
he's
human.
still human.
Yep.
So, speaking of humans,
Still partly human.
still partly humans. The Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, I've been waiting for this one to talk about.
Before you hit play, I think it's just crazy how Harrison Ford is like all of a sudden picking up steam again.
He's on the way out, so
Yeah, now he's doing another.
they told him he
Indiana-
can't crash planes anymore.
Yeah.
So he's got
What
to
the
do
fuck am I gonna do with my time?
Indiana Jones and Marvel movies.
I guess I'll go back to acting.
So,
Yeah, I'll
couple
kill
of
off all
things
my characters.
before this trailer came out, they softened the blow with saying we de-aged Harrison Ford a bit, in the sense that there had to be major de-aging because of what the story is going. So I will go ahead now. Have you guys seen this trailer yet?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, I will go ahead. I will play the trailer. Just remember, this is written and directed by James Mangold. It's the first Indiana Jones movie to have anybody else at the helm besides for George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Mangold did Logan, which is perfect for a movie where they're sending a guy
Which is
off to
exact-
pasture. Yeah. And Ford v Ferrari, release date is June 30th. Let's watch the trailer and then we'll get into the discussion because I got some shit that's going to be like,
right.
wow, I can't. Okay, all right, Disney, let's see you pull this one off.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Harrison did all these stunts.
The world's not the same anymore.
It looks like a Disney production, like with that pirates imagery and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Just waking up every morning.
I mean, it looks fucking beautiful.
yeah.
It looks really.
A lot of people are saying that it doesn't look like Indiana Jones because it's shot on digital, and I
Because
want to
it's
be
shot
like,
too well.
fuck you.
Perhaps not.
Yeah. What you're gonna like?
But a few times.
Was Crystal Skull digital or on film?
On film. Okay, that de-aging
Wait,
looks incredible.
that looked
great.
That looks incredible.
Explain.
That looks great too.
Holy shit.
I believe it's not so much what you believe.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
That does not look good.
That's wild.
Hard you believe it.
Bunch of Nazis.
But yeah,
Bunch of
exactly.
Nazis.
That's all we need.
Who do you think is gonna win?
The subway.
Okay.
That was it. Cuts away and Morbius flies by.
Dude, an old guy whipping out a whip in present day is not a good look.
It's not present day. This is the 60s.
Okay. So, let's talk about this for a second.
That gave me no context to as what the movie's about.
That's perfect.
fine.
That's what a trailer should be.
Yeah.
Don't spoil the story for me.
No.
However, the story is in the title.
Yeah, he's got an old rotary phone that they call. It's all in his head that he has dementia, and that's
Yep.
I can't remember the
He
number
takes
for my doctor's office.
Destiny is his registered nurse. That's his, like end of life care.
Which one of
Destiny.
these pills am I taking?
Dial
You
Destiny.
know how old people just have shaky hands all the time? It's just like,
Oh,
you know.
I was Han Solo.
Yeah. So, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The first thing I think of is time dilation.
Yes.
It is
What?
100% a time travel movie.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And there's two reasons why it's a time travel movie. First thing is, present day India is 1969. There's no Nazis. And we already tried the Soviets
Pat,
10
there are
years
Nazis
ago.
today.
And yeah, I get that, but it's not like
I know,
it's
yeah.
not the same, okay? And the Soviets, you know, they were cool in Crystal Skull, but ultimately they're just not as menacing as, you know.
The Cold War for a reason.
Yeah.
Not a world war.
Yeah, they're a
folks.
bunch. Yeah,
Let's get this.
just call them pussies. But not only that, there's been rumors going around about this movie for months now. And like I said, all rumors, we don't know. We heard crazy fucking rumors about Doctor Strange that weren't even close to being true.
Tom Cruise wasn't in Doctor Strange.
So like I'm saying, potential spoilers, but I don't think this is true. But however, this is the strongest theory I've seen going. So they announced before Iger took over that Phoebe Waller-Bridger, who's playing Indiana Jones' goddaughter in this film, was getting her own Disney Plus show to carry on the
of
legacy.
course she is.
Right? That might be changing though. Now that Iger's in though, you know.
Right.
But here's what the supposed plot of this movie is. Mads Mikkelsen is a Nazi scientist in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
He invents time travel. So he decides to travel back to the past and make sure that
To
the
change the
Nazis
war.
win World War II. However, Indy and his goddaughter stop that by using the Dial of Destiny to go back in time, and they meet up with young Indy. Now, supposedly, I don't know if these two parts are true or not, but all of that I believe is true, and I'm with that. Now, supposedly, Act 2 of the movie is jumping through all the old movies. Is Act 2 of the movie.
I don't like this. I don't like
And
where
then
this is going.
Act 3 of the movie is it's do or die, sacrifice, play. And
You mean the Harrison Ford maneuver?
Yes.
and when old Indy goes to sacrifice himself, young Indy does it instead and erases himself from history.
No, don't do that.
So Phoebe Waller and the time dial is destroyed. So now she's stuck in whatever, and her Disney Plus is her getting back.
And doing all the
Why?
things that Indiana Jones already did
Would
to
have
fix
done.
the timeline.
Yes.
oh, fuck,
I know,
that's-
dude. I am not.
So-
No.
I am
That's
all
cool.
I am
I'm
all
sold.
for all of this except for that last part. I'm cool with him wiping himself out from history to save humanity. I think that's cool too. It's also the same way to have your cake and eat it too, in the sense of like Harrison Ford is playing Indiana Jones in present day, and he's playing him in the past, but we also have a young Indy now too that they can do all the action scenes with that they just CGI his face on, and it looks good.
That was
if that's
wild.
how it looks in the trailer, imagine how it's gonna look on screen.
That literally
it
looked
looks
like
really good.
him young.
And the guy who did the Luke Skywalker deepfake possibly worked on this as well.
That was
yeah.
better than the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So,
So that guy Toby Jones is in this.
Yeah.
He just like
He
has
is the
made an
Nazi
industry
of Nazi
like,
scientists. Yeah.
I thought that, Nick, the exact same thing when I saw him.
He looks like one, you know?
I was like, that man is the most typecast fucker in all of Hollywood.
Also, Boyd,
Werner von Strucker, is that you?
one of the major the guy the blonde haired dude in when they're going down the
Boyd Holbrook.
Boyd Holbrook. I love him. I'm excited to see him in this.
He was in Logan. He was one of the Reavers in
the
Logan.
metal arm guy.
Yeah, and he was also in the Predator, the one that
Didn't
sucks.
love that one.
Yeah.
But he's also in Sandman. He's the main antagonist.
Oh,
in
is he?
Sandman.
I gotta
very
watch
good.
that, dude.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta text me to remind me.
All right, I'll do that right now.
I walk out of this. I walk out of this room,
And I
and I
forget
don't
everything.
think about
Yeah.
Sandman
I
at
forget
all.
about-
like people tell me, they're like, "Oh, I watched this week's episode. I thought it was good." And I'm like, "What did we talk about? I have
Yeah.
no recollection of what this week
So,
was."
There's a carbon monoxide leak in this room.
anybody feeling a bit lightheaded? So yeah, I'm in for this. I'm like I said, if that is the way that they're gonna go, I'm all for it. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this should be the last Harrison Ford Indiana Jones anyway. I have no problem with them retiring Indy and then like give it 5 years and start a new series. I'm really okay with that because Indiana Jones isn't one of these ones that's been milked to death.
No.
They tried
They're
it.
really trying.
They tried with the Young Indiana Jones television series with River Phoenix for a bit. But you know, you got to remember Kathleen Kennedy has made 4 of these movies already. So, and listen, Indiana Jones was always hit, shit. So we're due for a hit,
Yeah.
you know?
What,
Temple of Doom is not good.
But it's not shit.
It's pretty
You're
bad.
putting it in the same bar as Crystal Skull.
Yes.
I disagree.
It's not that bad.
As
but
a matter
it is
of
not
fact,
a fantastic
I would say
film.
in some moments,
Oh,
Crystal
shut
Skull
up.
is
Get it.
better.
No. We won't have that
I
here.
really
Like
don't.
the first 20 minutes of Crystal Skull before everything goes off the rails, I would say is indefinitely better than the last 20 minutes of Temple of Doom.
I really don't
a
like.
take.
I really don't like this idea of jumping through previous movies. I think it's jumping the shark. I'd rather just have a straightforward indie movie where he has flashbacks or what. Maybe that's like. But
He
the
has
time travel
PTSD
thing.
in
And I
his
love,
home.
dude. I love time travel. I don't want them to do that in India. He shouldn't have met aliens. There shouldn't have been fucking aliens.
They weren't
in India.
aliens. They were interdimensional beings.
Oh, sorry.
They were beings from space between space. That's what they said.
Not from space, Nick. Space between space.
What? That's not alien.
I'm not into it.
Okay.
Not into
I
it.
actually, if that's the plot for this, I like that. I know.
I like that too. And like, here's the thing. I am of the belief that there is no bad idea. We did
I
fucking
am.
Cocaine Bear. It's all in the execution. It's all in the execution. Okay?
Okay.
Because Deadpool is just a random fucking revenge story, and 90% of it takes place on a highway, and it's told through flashbacks. But it's the way they present all those ideas and show them to you that makes it new and exciting.
So that's the tough thing though, is like you can either, that's a big swing. You have to swing big with that kind of shit.
Like I said, with same thing with Callisto Protocol, I'd rather a big swing and a miss that I can dissect and analyze, and maybe one day, you know,
talk to my kids about.
maybe one day this podcast is big enough and they roll Kathleen Kennedy up to the microphone, and I'm just like, what were you thinking?
Why?
With all of it, you know what I mean? Like that. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like Crystal Skull is like the reason that it's because Crystal Skull isn't like necessarily the worst thing ever made, but it's super mediocre compared to the other films, especially the other good Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
So like when you compare it to those other ones, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, but really it's just like aggressively mid. You know what I mean? Whereas like I feel like this one has the potential to really be one of the greats, because I
think so,
really
too.
like a lot of the ideas in this, you know, and I like
For
the
me, like,
execution.
Indiana Jones is about it belongs in a museum, history, artifacts, stuff like that. When you start getting into ancient aliens in the fucking Anunnaki and then now time travel, that's not what Indiana Jones is about. It's not that.
I will give you the ancient aliens. Yeah, I completely agree. But like this, in its like most, you know, fundamental thing is time and history and whatever. Like it is.
They're
I think
literally
it's a-
going to be
But you know-
jumping through history.
I
You
know
know
you're.
what
I
it
know
is?
you're
You
like.
know-
Don't give me a like
Here's-
sci-fi version
Here's
of
what
it.
it is. You're telling me you can't come up with a good enough story on your own. So you need to go back and dredge up the
Well,
previous
hold on,
movies and
hold on.
retell those.
They can do that so they can get more
Hold on.
money.
You're correct about that, but you're coming at it from the wrong angle. It is about money, but it's not about unoriginal ideas. It's about nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because
Which is
here's
what
the deal.
everybody is selling
Here's the
on.
But
deal.
here's what
Hold
real
on.
Indiana Jones fans want. Another good Indiana
Oh, now we're
Jones
gatekeeping.
movie.
Now we're gatekeeping. Okay, we're here, everybody. We got to the
you
gate.
know what?
And
You know
it
what?
is being it is being kept by Nick. He's the man at the door with the spear. Okay.
I also want to say, all right, so Raiders of the Lost Ark, 96. I'm going to go through the audience score.
This is the gate.
The audience score. This is a
Okay.
fucking Snyder cultist move. But all right, let's
No,
go.
I'm curious.
I'm
Go
going to
ahead,
go
go
through both.
ahead.
I'm going to go through both.
Okay.
First, audience score. Raiders, 96. Temple of Doom, 81. Last Crusade, 94. Crystal Skull, 53.
Okay.
All right, so critical score. Raiders, 96. Temple of Doom, 83. Last Crusade, 88. And Crystal Skull, 78. So it's by far the lowest.
Yes.
Yeah.
By and large.
You can't put it on the same playing field as Temple of Doom.
Bro, I hated Temple of Doom for years before Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was even announced, okay? I'll absolutely continue to hate on Temple of Doom.
Because at that point, it was the worst of the bunch.
I mean, arguably.
Crack your knuckles.
Yeah. We'll see about that. So the other thing I think is interesting about this is that, remember, there was always like this idea of doing sequels, like legacy sequels, these decades later sequels is a big thing now. But remember, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was the original legacy sequel.
You're right.
But they didn't know how to crack the code then. You know what I mean?
And you're saying they do now?
I feel
From a financial perspective.
No Way Home, Scream, Blade Runner, like all of these legacy sequels that came out that are actually great. And here's the other thing: Jurassic World Dominion sucked, but it's the only other movie this year besides for Top Gun, another legacy sequel that made $1 billion. So I'm just saying they have figured it out.
I don't think they've. I feel like they're getting closer.
Did you see Scream?
Top Gun
didn't see Scream.
perfectly.
Did you see Top
did it.
Gun?
I did not.
No,
man.
no,
Dude,
Top
Top
So
Gun.
you can point to 2 examples.
No,
I know,
no.
Nick.
I can point to like a bunch of examples over the past like 5 years that have been getting increasingly better.
After this episode, I do want to go through every legacy sequel and like put them on a chart.
Yeah.
Not even that, but just Top
We can make
Gun.
a whole episode out of it.
Okay, I want to make it like we'll
First
yeah,
of the
we'll
year.
post, Yeah.
Top Gun alone is like my gold standard for a legacy sequel.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it's-
it is like
It's coming. Do you see it's coming back to theaters again this month?
I would
go see it
that
again.
I was talking to Joe about it. I think I'm gonna go see it.
go see it, and if you can see it in like obviously like an IMAX
See it
or
in a 4D, 3D.
no, like something where the sound.
Can they put
is-
me in a plane when I watch?
No, one of those ones like soaring at
Ooh.
Disney where they blow air on your face.
I do.
guess.
I know. No, I know.
Okay. I want to be in the fighter jet.
There's a 4D cinema in New York City. Tickets are like $50 to $60 a pop.
Do they
but,
feed you?
But I mean, like you're in the chair.
They feed
and
you
I mean, like
experience.
that shit rocks and rolls with
There
the
you go.
movie and like.
Yeah, I think I went and saw it in a Dolby Atmos, which had the sounds under the seat, like
Oh,
the
nice.
bass
Oh,
under
they
it.
blow the sound up your ass.
They blew the sound up my head. No, but like with the jet plane roaring, literally the place shook.
Well, that's when I saw it in Dolby, but I also when I saw Batman in Dolby, when that fucking the car starts up, that's when I felt the fucking seat rumble. Yeah.
No, but that is my by and far, like that is a perfect legacy sequel for me.
I honestly, I'm very excited for this. I think that is the best way to go about it, like getting rid of them.
time travel.
So I think it's an interesting idea. And the other thing is that you guys got to remember, this is James Mangold we're talking about. We are not talking about some no name or some a director
yes.
that they hired that Kathleen Kennedy is telling what to do behind the scenes. Like James Mangold would not have signed on for this project if he did not have creative control. And I guarantee you the reason why he stayed was because his vision lines up with Kathleen Kennedy's. It's the only reason why he wasn't. Come on. How many fucking directors have they announced for movies and then shit can them? You know what I mean? When they announced Mangold was the director for this movie, we were all like, no fucking way Mangold was like gonna do, and then, but no. Like
Here we
he's
are.
the perfect choice.
He
and
did Greatest Showman. Oh no, he was executive producer on that.
yeah, which means he put a lot of money into it and he probably made a lot of money from it.
All right.
So, and I there's, like I said, I believe he did the first Wolverine sequel, The Wolverine, which is the one in him in Japan, which everybody liked, and we're like, oh, this guy might be onto something.
Okay.
And then he did Logan, and everyone was like, oh,
Like,
okay.
oh fuck.
Fuck,
he
all
did
right.
Walk the Line.
Then he did 4v Ferrari, and that is straight up that's the only movie about racing I've ever seen that I was like, this is awesome.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, like
What about Talladega Nights, Pat?
I think that movie's about more than just a little bit. That guy happens to be a race car driver. Like, that movie's really about the cat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
All right. So moving on here, they're kitties, children. From the trailer barrage that we had. New Super Mario trailer, but we're not watching it because fuck Nintendo.
No, because everybody, it fucked Nintendo, but came up with a little game. So everybody hates Chris Pratt as Mario still.
Truthfully, I don't get what the hate is, because like I feel like everyone's judging it off of like a couple seconds of trailer. Like I haven't.
If we want to guess the
sorry.
thing, you can't.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll tell the first one is English.
Yeah, obviously the first one's English. So, all right. So we're gonna get started, and I guess we're gonna play the voices, and you guys are gonna guess what fucking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Country they're from?
I haven't watched it. I just found the video.
Okay, this is
so.
9 different languages. Let's go. Ready? Here we go.
All right.
Now this is your English. Let's go. Yo, I heard that they left Donkey Kong's ass in check in this movie. Like,
got a big
he's
rat
caked up.
baboon
oh
ass.
yeah, he's caked up.
Got them.
All right, here we
bongos.
go. Okay, so here's our first language. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, okay.
Ci siamo. Let's go.
That sounds Italian.
I'm gonna say Japanese.
It was Italian.
It is
Oh, damn.
literally just because he says "let's go" perfectly. Wait, can go back and make it a little louder.
Here, I'll bring it back a little bit. There you go.
Let's go.
I'll just mute it at that point.
I have no
I'm
idea.
gonna say Japanese.
It does sound like the
No.
It sounds like an anime like.
It's very sharp. I describe this language as very sharp tongue.
Sharp tongue.
Yeah. A lot of high notes.
A lot of high notes. Let's hear it one more time.
It's whatever the one word before "let's go." Oh, is it German?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of high notes.
Yeah. 9.
Oh,
Gotta hit those high
you're just
notes.
going off of like Inglorious Bastards for like
You know, a
the
lot of
German.
like, speaking fucking Deutschen, you know, a lot of that shit. So,
Somehow you made it Italian sounding.
all right, here we go. Next one.
Indulash.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say
He's like-
Japanese.
Does he say entourage?
Think so.
I literally have.
Hungarian.
Oh yeah, okay.
I wouldn't have gotten.
I don't
that
think
one.
I've ever heard a Hungarian word in my life.
All right, here we go.
Allez. C'est parti.
French.
Yes.
Right?
If you didn't get that one, I'd be pretty pissed off.
I speak zero French, my dude. That was a tough trip to do.
How was the food, by the way? I've heard there's like nothing to eat.
In France, Patrick. No food.
No
food was.
McDonald's, no fast, no Wahlburgers.
Oh no, we did get okay. So I did get slight tangent. We did get McDonald's because they had a McQuesadilla, which was horrendous. It was. I had to get it because I saw they were advertising that like.
Did you get escargot?
Did have escargot.
How was it?
I don't like like oysters, or I don't like
You don't
that
like
kind
slimy things in shells?
I don't like slimy things in shells, and by God, Nick, that was the slimiest thing in a shell. Wasn't bad. It's pretty much buttery. Like it's like oysters, however you prepare
flaky,
it.
I
buttery
don't like
goodness.
oysters.
No,
I don't like oysters. If it comes out of a shell, no. If it comes out of a shell and it ain't fucking regatta, I don't want it. Okay.
Lobster? What are your favorite lobsters?
I'm not.
Crabs?
I'm not
I do
a.
not do I'm not a shellfish person.
Yeah, I'm not a seafood person at
Yeah,
all.
my brother was definitely allergic, so we just
Okay.
didn't have it in the house, and it's a very acquired taste.
Yeah.
Like even now they try to give it. I'm like, this shit's gross as fuck.
Look, I'll try it, but I don't like seafood.
I also don't like the idea that this shit used to swim and I'm eating it. You know what I mean?
I don't have a problem with that.
What?
I mean, shit used to
Why?
fly and I
don't-
eat it.
I know
like-
too much about the ocean.
It's clean. It's already been in a saltwater bath.
Yeah, that's why we're all ingesting at least a credit card a week in microplastics.
Well, you get that
There's a
too.
different
from
thing.
seafood
Yeah.
specifically.
You get that from land food as well.
Land food.
Seafood, land food.
All right.
I support
Anyway,
it. All right,
here we go.
Let's bastardize some more languages.
Muy bien.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Japanese.
I'm so.
Wait, hold on. How does he say "let's a go"?
I'll bring it back.
Because we were all just like Spanish,
I hope you guys know that when I was in kindergarten, I thought there was only 2 languages.
English, and Spanish.
Yeah. And that's why I know
He's
the
like,
Spanish. 'cause I
press
was like,
1 for English, press 2 for
Yeah,
Spanish.
'cause I was-
There's 2 languages.
and I remember my mom was always like, "You have to take Spanish. Spanish is the second language of the world." Like I was like, "Yeah, but I already know English. That's number 1, right?"
Like, ma, 50%.
yeah, exactly. I wanted to
My
take
odds
Italian.
are pretty good.
I
Mom.
wanted to take Italian, but she was like, "No."
But then, see,
So you do 3.
you knew there were 3 languages.
Right. I wanted to take. Well, no, this was long after
Later.
that. This is long after that. I wanted to take Italian because my whole mindset was I was going to go to Italy
To the
and-
motherland.
Yeah, and wine and dine some Italian birds, and then I said that on stream, by the way, that they put an oi brav in the game, and it was like, oi brav, there's a bird in the cafeteria we go to get, like,
Because you wanted
because
to.
I was because
Wine and dine.
Wine
some
and dine.
Italian bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
But my mom just insisted on
An
Spanish.
air animal,
Yeah,
if
I
you will.
failed twice, and we used my learning disability. I never had to take a language in high school.
Jesus Christ.
I make 150 G's a year, people. You can do it too.
What was that?
It was still Spanish, but
Oh, okay. I thought that was in.
Vamos allá.
Also, vamos allá.
yeah.
And these are all Chris Pratt, right?
yeah. Bet you're all wondering what's this crazy gringo doing up here. Okay, here we go.
Tá legal. Vamos lá.
Portuguese?
Yeah,
wow,
actually.
nice,
Okay.
Mike, very nice.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay. Because I'm like, it's Spanish, but
Bastardized.
fun.
Yeah. Here we go. Ready? Here's the next one.
Muy bien. Aquí voy.
Also Spanish?
Mm-hmm. What's a certain lane?
Spain,
Like Spain,
Spanish?
yeah,
Yeah,
Spain.
like.
Very good, but actually it would be Latin Spanish.
Oh, Latin Spanish,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be Latin America.
No,
Okay.
Latin.
Oh, no. Latin is down.
Latin is here.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nah. See,
The
I'm
proper
a white, this-
conquistador
yeah,
Spanish.
exactly. Yeah. The the motherland, if you will. Christopher Columbus is a hero in this house. All right. Anyway, here we go.
Chalo. Shuru karte hain.
Nick?
I don't think it's Japanese.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's Japanese.
I'll give you that. It is not.
Let's hear it again.
I'm bringing it back.
Chalo. Shuru karte hain.
Russian?
No, you're close though. Like geographically,
Eastern European?
somewhere in between. Actually, no. South of Russia.
China and India? India?
You're very close.
Pakistan?
No, it's one of the language.
Urdu?
Hindi?
No. Yeah, it is Hindi. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So we had a 50-50, Nick. Just like Pat in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly.
It's somebody out there. And then I think there's one more. Let's see.
Japanese.
I hope to God it's Japanese.
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it? Oh,
That
we didn't
is
even
it.
get a
I
Japanese.
didn't even get a Japanese.
Yep.
one.
Yep.
I feel cheated.
Oh.
So you guys did all right, actually.
Okay.
Mike did all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry, Nick. It wasn't Japanese.
Mike carried this game.
That's okay. That's okay. I have a penchant for languages.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's my favorite word. Anyway, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That's
Which
when
one
does
did
that
you
come
like
out?
the best?
The English one, because I'm racist.
I think
I'll
like
take it
the,
out.
The
I'll take it
Portuguese.
I just, yeah, English language is a race. Like,
No,
Portuguese.
I mean, like,
definitely.
obviously the one I can understand. Like, yeah, that's my preference.
I'm talking about like actual like you know,
like the
delivery.
if I
Oh,
if,
the Italian one too.
like the performance.
Yeah.
I like the Italian one.
I
yeah.
did too.
Yeah,
I like that they kept "Let's go."
yeah, because that's how you say "let's go" in Italian.
That's what
fucking
my
wild.
grandma says all the time.
She actually,
No.
Let's go, Nick.
Nick, let's go to the store.
She calls me Nikki.
Nikki.
Nikki, let's go. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, everyone. So you can go watch this on Disney Plus right now. It's only 44 minutes long. I checked the runtime,
Including credits.
including credits. I took this as it was. I did not have big expectations.
Great expectations.
And you know, because here's what burned holiday specials for me is that I was a young boy and I saw 3 amazing movies in a row that all start with Star Wars. And then somebody told me that there was a holiday special and that I could find it on YouTube. I watched that shit and I was in tears by the end of it because what the fuck did they do to Star Wars? So I've been skeptical of holiday specials ever since, but like some notable ones would be like the Ed, Edd n Eddy one, you know, the song about his donkey.
I forgot about that.
Olive, the other reindeer.
With the mailman.
Yes,
That guy.
yes.
Yeah. He's a prick.
Song of the Mailman.
There it is.
There it
origin.
There's I thought of especially with some of the animation in this movie, I thought of Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay.
Yes.
Not really Christmas. More,
No. Holiday.
Yeah.
It's a holiday special.
I'm thinking like trying to think there's really like there's a couple holiday specials that are okay. I guess you get my point. There's some good ones and that kind of warmed me up to this. I watched this and I took it as it is. There's some really funny jokes. There's some good like deadpan humor. Other than that though, these you have to watch this because of the information they put in at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck they would do
It really
this.
just-
Should have been just a throwaway. Let's all. But they really did put in some shit that matters. So, and if you don't watch this, I don't think you have any context for a relationship that's coming up in 5 months. Truthfully.
Which thankfully that they made this only
44
35 minutes
38
of content
yeah.
instead of an entire, 7 hours
Also,
over
it's clear that they only had Chris Pratt and Bradley Cooper for like 20
yeah.
minutes on a Wednesday.
15
yeah.
yeah.
like 20 minutes on a Wednesday, and like they're like, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Dude, they were phoning it in.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know what just came out of my mouth. They were
Phoning it
phoning it
in.
in.
but I thought Dave Bautista was good.
He was good.
I thought, God, what's her Palm? I think her
Yes.
Palm or
Yeah.
Palm.
Let me pull that up.
Pull her name up. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Imagine if that.
I only know
happened on
English
this
and
show.
Spanish,
Yeah.
okay?
So there's only 2 languages. So, dude, I swear to God, there's some like really like if we're gonna talk about like just to because it's on the tip of my tongue now. There are things where I've been like, yeah, this is my policy on X, Y, and Z, and I'll think, when was the last time that was relevant? And like the first memory is like 2012, and I'm like, I should look into this
Update
and
that.
update what I'm thinking. You know, what I mean? Like
we love the progressive stance.
yeah, but it's not like I'm just with it. It's like I gotta fuck up a few times and then be like, wait a minute, am I doing something wrong? Like I just can't fucking get
But
in.
it's because it's like a
The
decade.
octopus in the fucking the body. I just can't get in.
Pat, go pull up your Discord. I just sent you a
Okay.
video.
It is fair though that it's like a decade for most of these things. People will give you the benefit of the doubt and be like, "Oh, he's joking. Like, he can't be
Okay.
this removed."
First of all, there's the mailman.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
him. I hated him
From all of the
They
other
move like
reindeer.
Paper Mario, and
Yeah.
it bothered me.
Yeah. Well, the animation budget was $200. So, and then Phoebe Bridges' guitars cost more. So then we have
Oh shit!
we have
We got how
how to pronounce
Oh, and we'll let him say it.
yeah.
Pom Clementiev.
Palm Clementiev.
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 We all heard that differently then. Oh, let's listen to
Do it
it
again.
Palm Clementiev.
Clementiev.
Yeah,
Palm Clementiev.
You're adding a little.
You're like
extra flair there.
Clementiev.
No.
You're making it real
Mike,
southern.
Mike, I'm with Pat on this one.
Clementiev.
No, you're saying it wrong.
Try to do it again.
He
dude.
says Clementif,
Yeah,
and you're saying
Clementiev.
Clementiev.
Maybe I'm hearing.
Palm Clementiev.
Clementiev.
He's saying Clementiev.
All right, let's agree
All right,
to disagree.
okay,
Is
yeah.
this is a Laurel Yanni kind of thing?
Fucking,
Yeah, it is.
Did you see the Barbie one?
Yeah.
yeah, and I heard both of them based off of what my brain was telling me
Yeah.
to hear. So I think it's just a perception thing.
I heard both until at one point I couldn't not hear fuck. I
Same.
couldn't get it to switch back.
I heard.
I don't understand how Barbie sounds like fuck. That's the thing that I can't like.
Because someone told you to think that.
Yeah, but like you could have.
Dude,
Could
you're a
have.
sheep.
If you were like, he says like, orange and Barbie, I would have been like,
media
what?
brainwashing, man.
that
Okay,
how that works?
Twitter files just got dropped. All right,
It's a fucking psyop.
it's a fucking. God damn it! It's not even our content.
It is now.
It is now.
Guardians.
Yeah, so Guardians. So it's if I were to rate this on the holiday special scale, I'd give it like a 7.
So
Just because it's just like I was not expecting Peter Quill or Gamora in this at all, and Peter's in it for a little bit. Gamora is not even mentioned, I don't think.
she's mentioned once.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
sad that Gamora's gone.
Oh, and then Drax and
Palm.
Mantis go on a fucking road trip to go get Kevin Bacon, which is like the most random thing. It was like I get like
It's
that's
just
his
it's
thing.
a James
like,
Gunn
yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like this is what it is.
Yeah.
It's
What the fuck happened to Groot?
Dude, he looks like
he's
fucking,
brolic.
What?
He looks like
he looks very stocky.
he
That's
looks
brolic.
like he looks
Do you not
like
know that word?
he looks
No.
like Bronson. You know? Like
Yeah.
he looks like a fucking he looks like Liver King.
Yeah.
You know, without all the anabolic steroids. You know what I
Brolic
mean?
is just like ripped, like jacked, like huge.
Oh, I would no. To me, he doesn't look brolic.
You see that
looks like,
chest?
he looks like he's a giant muscular man covered in one solid layer of fat. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's bursting at the seams with
Yes.
muscle.
But why? Like he's in previous forms, he's been very like tall and slender, and now he just looks like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's
like,
on trend. Like that's just what he's doing now.
Short King now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What does he even look like for Guardians 3? Did we even get a good look at him?
We got
I think
a
it's this
like
same
it's that
version.
same
Yeah.
design. Yeah, there was like a quick
Ugh.
kind of shot. But yeah, I mean, it's very very campy. It's meant to be very very campy. The only thing is like I feel like that works for James Gunn if you can make it more than a PG rating.
Yes.
That's the problem I had with this. I was like, because you had to dial it back, make it very kid friendly.
Yeah, it
Which
feels
is
like
what it-
Suicide Squad, but PG-13.
Yeah, it feels like
You know?
exactly. And I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Nick, what do you think?
I struggled to keep my attention on the special. I think the best part was that song in the opening. And
That's
then
the
it was
old
all
97s.
downhill. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
which
think
was
it
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, no, my favorite part was in the transition from where are they at?
Nowhere?
No, they're in nowhere, and then they go to Earth. In
Yeah.
that transition, it's Julian Casablancas singing the Christmas song from
Yeah.
SNL, like the one with Horatio Sands.
Yeah,
I can't-
Christmas time. Yeah,
I don't remember it.
Christmas time
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sands. That one, like where they're on like the weekend update.
Tracy Morgan and Chris Kattan.
Yeah,
I do not remember.
I didn't realize that was Julian Assange.
It's Julian Assange.
Yeah,
Is that what I said?
you did.
Julian Assange.
I'm pretty sure you said that.
Julian
was gonna say-
Casablancas.
Oh no, you might have said Julian Casablanca. I might have.
What
My,
the fuck did
my
Julian
brain-
Assange get in?
my brain might have heard Julian Assange. I'm no longer credible.
We'll have to go
Foreign
back. We'll have to go
embassy
back.
said
and
I
see
think
what
I
said.
think you were right. We can't listen to other languages while we're doing this.
It's because we're racist. Anyway, cute and funny in parts, but ultimately inconsequential until the last 5 minutes. That's where I'm at.
I would agree.
Like the one, there's one joke early on which made me laugh really hard, but now I can't even remember it. So
I like that Dave Bautista wants the little elf dude. Like
Yeah, that
them
was-
wanting the props is the funniest part of it for me.
That was great when they're talking. He's like, wait, I have to go. But hold on, but Kevin Bacon's gonna get away.
Don't
But
you love?
Kept, But you kept your red and white. What is it, Hookman or whatever, Holiday Hookman or something? And they're like, well, what do you really want, Kevin Bacon or the little green man? And
But they
he's
were like, do you love him or do you want to your little green man? And he's like,
little green man.
and then she's like, does this look like a man to you?
Yeah, that. Also, when she put the thing in the car.
Yeah,
you know, after.
we're even now.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
what she said. Oh,
Is this gonna get me copyright claim?
Maybe, I don't know. Let's talk
Yeah,
over
very-
Yeah, it is.
very
No,
well.
this is definitely gonna get us claimed.
Let's talk over
You
it.
should turn that off.
Okay, I turned it off.
is this gonna get me claimed?
So
Okay, so apparently this came out in 2015. I didn't realize that Julian Casablancas just released the SNL Christmas song.
I didn't know that either. I thought that makes sense.
So
I don't know.
So yeah, there's nothing really much to say.
Do you wanna spoil the?
Oh yeah, okay. So here's the spoiler for people who don't want to watch it. I'm getting rid of that drop. The two things is, one, they've built up a relationship between Drax and Mantis, so that when Drax does die in Guardians 3, you know,
Mark this day. I'm saying it
mark
now.
this day. I'm saying it now. I mean, I ate shit when I made a declaration about Venom that turned out to be wrong.
Hey,
And then
big swings.
And then the second thing was that Mantis and Star-Lord are siblings, because why wouldn't they be? The same Celestial created the both of them.
Right.
But under that logic, isn't Peter also siblings with all of these random life forms around the galaxy now? Because
don't look into it.
Remember in Guardians 2 when he shows a slideshow and he's got his tongue down like every creature in the mouth? It's like, okay, so, but by that logic now, aren't they all
Pat, aren't we all brothers and sisters?
we're all cousins
in Christ?
in Christ.
It's a Christmas special, Pat.
I guess.
Oh, speaking of Christ, do you want to talk about that game?
I mean, it's literally only 40 minutes long, and it's the alpha. Like, is it worth it?
We'll talk about it when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll play the full thing.
We'll do a full let's play of the.
I'll play it. I'll
I'll do a
stream it.
full day stream.
So, you see that PC over there?
Is it for sale, Pat?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell it.
Where can we go to find your PC for sale?
No, not even that. Just like, I saw the quality of Doc's stream and everyone who does a 2 PC setup, and then I looked at my old quality, and I was like, I missed that.
You're like,
And then
ah,
I was
shit.
like, maybe
I'll
I'll
miss that.
move
Slide that bad boy right back there.
Yeah. But the thing about this is this particular
Bad boy.
bad boy. How do I put it?
I have no idea where you're going.
It's just like I've seen people single PC stream before, and they don't have the pixelation and stuff, so I might have to change like the bitrate or something. But like, I saw doc stream quality of Callisto Protocol compared to mine. You can't. I know.
Yeah, I took the bus and I saw a Ferrari.
Yeah. But like, goddamn, bro. That, I mean, I get it. He's got two 4080s in his computer, and like, that's just his computer for gaming. His streaming is like a fucking broadcast console and everything.
Yeah.
Like, he really went for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's Doc. But I mean, like, when I talk about it is unpixel, like, I mean, it's almost like watching HD gameplay video when you watch Doc
That's
stream.
wild.
It's fucking crazy. When you look at mine, which is really good 1080-60, but it still has the pixelation, you know, because it's playing and streaming. Whereas Doc's is like watching a fucking HD movie. It's such bullshit. Anyway, speaking of HD videos.
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
These always make me nervous.
Oh, it's a good start.
Let's get into it.
Pair of handlebars.
So, for anybody who's just listening, We got a first person FOV or POV.
Field of view.
Field of view. POV of a man riding a motorcycle, which I imagine is not going to end well if it's on this show.
Just goes to pick up his kids.
Oh no, that's
I don't like this.
All right, he's waiting at an intersection.
I don't like any of this. No,
Don't obscure your view.
don't obscure the view. I want to see the horror coming. Oh no, Dad!
No, these are just normal, Pat. That's,
I know. I don't like any of that shit though.
Oh! Didn't see that shit coming, did ya?
Oh my god, dude! Hold the fuck up. I think I might have seen this now that I haven't seen the whole thing, but dude,
The fucking ladder.
dude, that is
everything about. Oh my.
There's getting hit by a car, and then there's getting hit.
That dude is like going like 70 miles an
Dude,
hour.
look,
And just
he got the
T-bones.
bumper right to his fucking face.
He's dead, right?
I did look it up. I think he's alive.
But not a good life. Jesus Christ.
I hope he enjoyed whatever he had beforehand, because that was definitely the last solid meal he ever ate. Oh my god, bro, what the fuck?
God, good clip, Nick. Shit.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
This is a great clip.
Oh.
Fuck.
All right, if you're just a listener, literally go to the YouTube and just watch the end of this show for that.
It's a clip of a guy who. So what happens?
Witnesses a car accident.
Witnesses a car accident,
And then it
but
becomes
that
a
then
part of
becomes
it.
a part of it. It's fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I don't
Man.
think I've seen Pat speechless, honestly, in a minute.
Yeah, that's
That
what
was
I
good.
aimed for.
That was good. Yeah, as long if they're horrific with no blood, we can put them on the internet.
I need a drink.
All right. Well, with that said, thanks. Try again. Thanks so much,
Oh,
everyone.
wait, hold on.
What's up?
I have the article about the guy.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Nick's like, oh, he's dead.
After striking, bystander, blah blah blah. Oh, there's actually never mind. I take it back. There's no info. There's just pictures. His condition is not clear. It happened in.
I can tell you what his condition is, and it is fucked up.
Shit, sorry. I thought that would have his condition.
All right.
We hope he's okay.
We do. God damn.
All right. So, god damn it. I like tore my pec at the gym the other day, and it fucking hurts. My titty. Anyway.
My titty.
Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us this week. Episode 94 of Press Any Key. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok,
MySpace.
MySpace, Friendster, Kazaa, at pressantykey.tv. And yeah, we'll see you next week for well, these guys got to watch Black Panther this week.
Pinocchio.
Will it happen?
It's next week.
Will
is
it
Pinocchio.
happen? Yeah, but we will do Pinocchio, and you guys got to see Black Panther this week, so we can do the Marvel tier list.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.